What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. The topic for today is how to spark attraction with your eyes closed. So essentially, how can you get to this point where you're able to create attraction with women without trying, where it happens effortlessly, right? Where it's not this, okay, how do I, like how to put an end to that stuff where you can just be and attract, okay? So what I found is there's some core qualities that women are attracted to. Now we need to understand we're not here to get every single woman, but there are certain women out there who are aligned with what we're doing, our purpose, our beingness, our characteristics, our values. Those are our women. But in order to get those women, we have to be attractive. We have to attract them. We can't force ourselves on them. We can't try to convince them to like us. We just need to attract them. And attraction is a feeling. It's something that we don't have control over. When you feel it, you feel it. So these core qualities that women are attracted to, okay, it basically, they're within this container of being a grounded and masculine man, right? We as men, we want to aim for, if you're aiming to be attractive, you want to aim to be grounded in your masculinity. What does that mean? That means you need to be a masculine man. You need to be putting out masculine energy. You need to be assertive. You need to have goals, a mission. Like, you need to be moving forward in your life. You need to be evolving. You can't be sitting around complaining, bitching, moaning, making excuses, blaming others, being a victim. That shit is unattractive. Okay? I'm talking about the inner game here, not the outer game, not what do you say, not what tactic. No. How can you be naturally attractive where you don't have to try? So you want to focus on becoming grounded in your masculinity. Now, being grounded, because masculine energy is essentially you moving forward, you setting goals for yourself, you moving forward in your life, you taking risk, you know what I mean? You taking on challenges. And being grounded in your masculinity, you become grounded the more you are able to handle tension, the more you're able to handle challenges, the more you're able to handle conflict, the more you are able to handle your life is the more grounded you'll become. That's when you can relax and just be you, because you can handle your life, you can handle yourself, you can handle your own emotions. You want to master yourself and master your life. That's the key to becoming more attractive. Is becoming more grounded in who you are as a man. And then once you become grounded in your masculinity, the next step is working on that authentic expression. Because when you become grounded and secure and whole and at peace with yourself, now just express yourself authentically and let people judge you. Let people say what they're going to say and learn how to deal with it. Don't run away from it. Don't run away from judgment. Don't run away from pain. Don't run away from discomfort. That's not masculine, okay? The masculine is the energy of let's go, penetration, forward movements, assertive movement. That's what masculine energy is. And then the grounded part is having some intelligence behind it, right? Having some strength behind it, having some endurance behind it, right? Having some kind of order and structure. You don't want to be masculine energy just crazy and wild, and no. It's more about knowing where you're going and just putting that energy out and not breaking or stopping because there's a challenge or something shows up. So grounded masculinity, authentic expression, and then leadership. You need to be a leader, right? You want to be attractive to women, you have to lead, right? Like you can't, be waiting for the woman to make all the moves and stuff like that. Like you learn how to be, what's the word I'm looking for here? Learn how to pick up on signals. This is part of becoming grounded in your masculinity is talking to a variety of different women. You want to have experiences with women. You want to talk to women. You want to go on dates. You want to do these things because you need to get experience. Because women, they give off subtle cues, that will tell you what to do next, right? Like they'll let you know when they like you. They'll let you know when you need to back off. They'll let you know. They'll let you know these things, but it's subtle things they do in their communication and how they interact in their energy. But you would only know this through experience. If you're not experienced, you're not going to be able to pick up on these little cues, these subtleties, right? So part of becoming grounded in your masculinity is dealing with a lot of feminine energy, right? You have to talk to, go and meet women, man. Go on these dates, go and get something going. Stop focus on one woman at a time. You're not getting enough experience and references to know how to handle feminine energy, okay? And if you don't know how to handle feminine energy, man, you'll find yourself in some weird ass situation. You'll find yourself getting emotional. You'll find yourself trying to figure out, why is she doing what she's doing? Why is she saying what she's saying? Because you're not experienced with the feminine energy, with females. And so you need to go and get these experiences. So when they do what they do and say what they say, you understand why they're doing it, because you've been there, done that. You're not like clueless, like, oh, I don't understand what's going on here. So they're looking for that grounded masculinity. They're looking for a man who can express himself authentically. They're not looking for a dude that's on some fake shit, that's gonna try to manipulate them or use a tactic to get them or what. They're not looking for that. They're looking for a real man. They're looking for the real thing. Nobody wants the fake thing. Nobody wants the guy that's trying to do something. They want the real, natural man. And so that's what we want to aim for, is aim for authenticity. Aim to become naturally attractive. Okay? So now let's look at, because I believe in Mystery's, the 5 attraction triggers he gave us, because these attraction triggers will actually make you more grounded in your masculinity, right? These are attractive qualities if you really think about, a man, like a man that we would respect, a man we would admire. Let me ask you, would he have these qualities? So I'm going to go through them. The first one, pre-selection. I believe a real man who's grounded in his masculinity, who's able to express himself authentically and has these leadership qualities and is on his purpose and doing his shit, I believe a man like that would be attractive to many women. He would have pre-selection. He wouldn't be in scarcity. He wouldn't be in a dry ass situation. Like, he'd have options, right? So that's one of the qualities Mystery's told us, okay, this is an attraction trigger, okay? The second one, leader of men. I believe a man who's grounded in his masculinity, able to express himself authentically and has leadership skills, would be able to lead men, okay? That's another attraction trigger. Protector of loved ones. Once again, I believe a man who's grounded in his masculinity, who's able to express himself authentically and is able to lead, would protect his loved ones, right? So I'm just going to go through them. I'm not going to keep hitting on that same thing, but I'm going to just go through them real quickly. So we got pre-selection, leader of men, protector of loved ones, healthy emotions, and successful risk taker. Think about it. Wouldn't a real man have these qualities? Wouldn't a man we would look up to have these qualities? If there was a king, wouldn't you want a king who has these qualities, right? If a woman was to choose a man to be her husband and take care of her children, wouldn't she want her man to have those qualities? So that's what we want to aim for. We want to aim for what's attractive on a biological DNA level, right? Because those are like the core qualities that are attractive to most women. And then from there, we focus on the authentic expression, so that we're putting out a certain communication, a certain way of being that's going to polarize and it's going to attract certain types of women and repel other types of women. However, the women you attract, those are the women who are aligned with your values, your purpose, your your beliefs, that kind of thing. And if the women you repel are the ones who are not aligned with your values, who are not aligned with your beliefs and stuff like that. So that's what we want. Right? We don't want to attract the wrong women. We want to attract the right women. But in order to attract the right women, we have to be attractive, right? We're not supposed to chase them down. We're not supposed to write an essay of all the reasons she should get with us. We need to trigger attraction through our beingness, through our behavior, right? So I'm telling you, if you focus on becoming more grounded in your masculinity, you focus on your being able to express yourself authentically and being able to lead, right? Lead, like have some kind of goal, some kind of vision that you're working towards that's going to allow you to evolve, right? And increase the quality of your life. Because think about it, what would attract a woman? Like if we really get to the point here, like what is a woman truly attracted to? She's attracted to a man who's demonstrating that if she gets with him, her life will get better. It's as simple as that. But he needs to demonstrate that, and she needs to perceive that through her own understanding of things. If he's trying to convince her and manipulate her and all that stuff, she's gonna back off because she's like, wait, what's going on here? Right? Like if somebody has value, they don't have to go around convincing people and shit like that. They just live and their value is obvious. And so that's what you want to be. Like that's how you want to be. You know, that's what a natural is. A natural knows his value, and so he doesn't try to explain himself to anyone. He just is. He just expresses himself, and he's good. And he's gonna attract women just because he's grounded in his masculinity. He's expressing himself and he's leading. He's not following anyone's lead. He's not, being a way that he thinks he needs to be. He's not trying to conform or fit into a box. He's just expressing himself freely. Okay? So that's how you become more attractive. That's how you spark attraction. It mainly comes down to you being a real man. Okay? And then not only being a real man, like that's the core of it, but then you being a unique real man. So your authentic expression, you need to get better at expressing yourself freely. And not expressing yourself like trying to fit in and get validated or be liked or that kind of thing. That is not attractive. That's you just trying to be like everyone else. What's attractive is when you are unique in your expression, but it's calibrated, right? So you don't want to be like too violating people or overdoing shit or that kind of thing. Like you gotta understand, you gotta have some social intelligence, right? So you can like calibrate your communication and know who you're speaking to, know your audience, know your environment, so that you're not doing something that's anti-survival in the sense of it's something that's going to create a negative vibe. You want to create a positive vibe, okay? But understand that's calibration, because the message can be polarizing, but you can calibrate it depending on your audience, right? Because, for example, I could come on here and just start going crazy, like, just cursing like crazy and just doing all type of shit, and that's just unnecessary, right? That may be a form of authentic expression, but it's not calibrated. It's not necessary right now, right? So that's where the calibration comes in. It's like understanding the context of how you're expressing yourself. But how do you get good at this stuff? Through experience, right? A grounded masculine man is a man who has been through experiences. He's getting experiences. He's going into tension. He's challenging himself. He's making mistakes. He's learning from his mistakes. He's getting back up, and he's not making excuses. Okay? And he's gaining strength, right? And he's developing different characteristics and attributes and evolving and becoming the best version of himself. And as that happens, you feel better about yourself. You feel accomplished. You feel proud. You feel confident. You start respecting yourself more because you're actually becoming the version of yourself that you truly want to be. And you're not settling. And that energy that you'll start to possess, and you start raising your frequency, raising your vibration, what's going to happen? People are going to start feeling that energy. They're going to start noticing it, right? The people who are on that consciousness level, or that awareness, they'll notice your energy is different. Other people may not notice your energy is different, but they'll say something like, oh, did you get a haircut or did you get a new style or something? Because they don't know what's going on, but your energy has changed, right? So the point here is, if you want to become more attractive, you don't need to be something that you're not. You don't need to learn a pickup line. You don't need to jump around like a monkey. You don't need to do any of that. What you need to do is focus on becoming more grounded as a man, more masculine, right? Like start respecting and valuing masculine traits, right? And a lot of it is just you being assertive, right? You having goals, you having a vision and you moving forward and taking action and learning to deal with challenges, and you know what I mean? Not you sitting around or hiding or justifying shit or living in the past. Like, that shit is not attractive. It's weak. Weakness is not attractive, right? Being grounded in your masculinity, that's a way to display strength, right? Only a strong man, mentally, emotionally, and physically, right? Only a strong man would be able to be grounded, right? Because he has handled different challenges in his life, and he has proven to himself that he doesn't need to be, like tight, and what's it called, rigid and shit like that. He can relax because he knows whatever's gonna happen, he can handle, because he's proven that to him consistently. All right. So that's what I gotta say about attraction. If you're not in the Unbreakable Beast Tribe, then you're missing out. Okay, if you're interested in becoming the most confident version of yourself, developing unbreakable confidence, if you're interested in eliminating this fear of approaching women, being able to create abundance in your life by going out and meeting women, instead of hoping for something to happen and just waiting for something to happen, like being a man who's proactive and handling his dating life, right? And if you handle your dating life, you'll feel better about yourself. Okay, you'll feel more powerful. You'll feel more confident, and guess what? That carries over to all areas of your life. Okay, your career is going to get better. Your relationships are going to get better. Your experience of life is going to get better. And, you as a beingness, you're going to become the best version of yourself. All right, so I'll drop a link to the Unbreakable Beast Tribe in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.